content is inspired by the TikTok that's going around that says something like, "You're alone in a boardroom. Who would you rather see coming? A white man or a white woman?" And it's obviously like a play off the "Who would you rather see coming, a bear or a man?" And yeah, like this commentary is inspired by those two trending topics. I'll never be at the place where my default is all these are jealous of me. Now, is that a safe place to be for a time? If you've experienced a lot of trash treatment at the hands of triggered women, sure, it is. But for me, my negative experiences are not limited to darker skinned Black women. And for every negative, there's a positive. I have a doctorate degree, and I only say that to say this. For a decade or more of my life, I've been fortunate enough to experience multicultural mean treatment. And I say fortunate because just due to the exposure of being around other ethnic groups, I got to experience both the best and the worst from women of all different ethnicities. And that gives me range because I needed to know that the hatred and jealousy is not just limited to Black women who are darker than me. And as weird as it sounds, I'm like really happy that has been my experience because I would just never want to be out here in the world making the ugly side of pretty privilege something that I, as a golden brown girl, only experienced at the hands of other Black women. Because what I'm not going to do is ever give the impression that we have a monopoly on being mean girls. And although, like, that admixture is there, doing what it wants to do, I'm monoracial, and I will not have, like, the basis of my pretty be attributed to, like, that 14%. I'm going to say every chance I get that I'm a monoracial Black woman with golden brown skin, full lips, and 4C hair. Shout out to the 86% African ancestry and the women and men who survived and made me possible. They would not want me out here experiencing reverse colorism. But I'm happy, like, to say that simply by existing, I've angered white women just as badly, if not more, than Black women. Because not only are you as a white woman sometimes mad that I'm in front of you defying every negative stereotype you were fooled to believe, but not us at the same institution of higher learning, not us in the same degree programs, not me getting called out by special guests and every feature on me analyzed and praised to the point that, like, my professor who invited the guests ends up initiating a meeting with me the next day to apologize for his multimillionaire friend who was clearly trying to pay these student loans. That was never going to happen because my mama raised me right. And she raised me to know that I'm not better than anyone. And, like, nobody's better than me. The only thing that girl failed to instruct me on was how to deal with women of all creeds and colors who would be triggered by some aspect of who I am, starting with the superficial. And, like, although I needed to purge, may still need to purge these experiences due to reverse colorism, I'm not here to create exclusionary content or repeat the mistakes made by Chrissy. Like, this will be a positive space, but also one where we get to tell the ugly truth and explore what that means and how we want to evolve accordingly as women. I'm going to tell the truth, but I'm not going to pretend or omit that I have positive experiences with dark-skinned, unambiguous women on a regular basis. My sisters, my cousins, and also random strangers. like my content will mirror my real life. Like I'm going to tell the truth, but I'm going to tell it in a way that's fair and objective. And anybody can get it, white, black, or other. I'm not going to let any negative experiences blind me to the positive ones that I've had and that I'm going to have in the future, because of who I am and my disposition and the fact that I treat people well. I'm gonna just have to stay ready though to not get my feelings hurt if I'm disappointed because someone else's pain is causing them to try to humble or hurt me. I'm going to continue to learn to exist in a space where I'm no longer gaslighting myself. Shout out to EU. That is not happening. Reverse colorism, that is. But I'm also not going to take it to heart or shrink myself anymore, just in hopes of like avoiding the smoke that sometimes accompanies existing in this skin. I'm glad that TikTok went viral because it did inspire this video today. Yeah, thanks for listening, and tell me whatever you feel like resonated. Did any of this resonate? Some of it had to, because I feel like I'm attracting my tribe. But yes, thank you so much for listening. And I don't know. I know we're going somewhere collectively, somewhere positive. I'm not sure exactly how it will look to get there, but I'm excited for the journey.